What's going on, guys? A lot of action going on in boxing. We got Wilder versus Brazil on Saturday. Got Josh Taylor versus Baranchek. Also got a little bit of news on Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. Sounds like they're in full swing with the negotiations. So boxing's in a pretty good. Looks like the summer is really kicking off really well. Kind of a slow start to boxing early in the year, but it's starting to pick up, which is really good. But let's start with Wilder Brazil. Um, Predictions. I'm gonna have Wilder probably win by. I'm gonna say. I feel like it's gonna be either an early knockout or a late stoppage. I'm gonna give Brazil the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say it's a late stoppage, probably around like 10 or so. But it'll be a fun fight. Brazil, I think he's a 2012 Olympian. Obviously, he doesn't really show so much as a pro, but he did make the Olympic team. Um, did fight Anthony Joshua. He was tough in that fight. Probably one of Joshua's better performances, really. But Brazil was game. Um, that's really what it boils down to, man. Brazil is a game fighter. He's tough. He's strong. He's big. I think he might be him and Wilder are either the same height or he actually might be a hair taller. But I think they're the same height. I think they're both 6'7". I think he's got a 83-inch reach, and Wilder has like an 84-inch reach. So, um, but they're pretty equal in height and length. I think Brazil's probably going to be like 250, 255. I think he's with Virgil Hunter too, so maybe they'll try to box Wilder. I'm not sure. Virgil Hunter's a good trainer, but I don't know if his style meshes well with Dominic Brazil. You know, Brazil might fall into his old habits. Um, Kind of a poor man's Ernie Shavers. Take 8 punches to get off three. He does have power though. Brazil can punch, um, so he definitely has a puncher's chance. He does actually have a good beard. I don't think he's for a heavyweight. Um, I don't think Wilder would just stark him like he did against Spilka. I think it's gonna be more of a breakdown, beatdown type of style fight. Brazil's best chance is to either catch Wilder while Wilder throws his combinations and punches with Wilder. That could be his best chance to knock him out, or just wear him down and kind of do the Jared Hurd Margarito style and just wear him out, and then eventually last couple of rounds and beat him. That's what he did to his last opponent. So either punch with Wilder and catch him, or just wear him down and eventually use your size or strength and just overwhelm him. Now, I think Wilder, kind of like Crawford, he's deceptively strong, even though he's more of a lanky type of body frame, kind of as a Tommy Hearns, lean but sneaky strong. Um, I think for Wilder, I would fight Brazil the way he fought Bermain Stavern. Use that work off the jab. Wilder actually does have a decent jab when he doesn't fall in love with his knockout. Just follow the jab, work off the jab, use the 1-2, follow it with check left hooks. Use a little bit of movement, but not too much. Preferably push Brazil back if you can. I think Wilder gained about 15, 20 pounds since the Fury fight of muscle. Because he was like 409, or not 409, 209 or 210 when he fought Fury. But I think he's like 225, 227 right now. And he looks pretty good with the weight. His frame seems to carry that weight pretty comfortably. So, and I think that's the best weight for him. Mid 220s. I think 230 is probably the max he wants to go because he does rely on his speed a little bit, his awkwardness, his athletic ability. But I think as long as he stays in that 225, 230 range, I think that's his best weight. Um, Still lean but strong and fast. Probably the best athlete in the division. I called him this era's George Foreman. The best puncher's chance out of anybody in the division. And like I said, kind of like George Foreman. Not a like he doesn't scream fundamental boxer, but he can. He does have an educated jab when he settles down and doesn't just go blatant for the knockout. So as long as Wilder keeps his his motion in check and not try to blitzkrieg Dominic Breazeale. There is some bad blood between the two. They did get into a hotel altercation a couple of years ago. Um, Something happened with Deontay Wilder's brother Marcellus and Dominic Breazeale, and his family was there. So there's definitely some bad blood between the two. They've both been talking crazy. Wilder said he wants to make Dominic Breazeale twitch. So that's I don't want these dudes to die or anything like that. That's a bit much, but I think it's going to be a fun fight. I think Breazeale will probably hurt Wilder a few times. I think Wilder is going to more or less control the fight, as long as he works off the jab. He does have a really good straight power jab. I do like it. Um, Straight right's pretty good. His left hook actually was probably his best punch when he was fighting Tyson Fury. But Dominic Breazeale doesn't have any head movement. Um, I know he's working with Virgil Hunter now, but I don't think his head movement will change that drastically in one fight camp. So we'll see what happens. But it'll be a fun stylistic matchup. It's kind of like this era's Foreman versus this era's Ernie Shaver. So it'll be a fun fight for as long as it lasts. But I think Wilder's probably going to win by a late TKO, probably like round 10 or something. But don't be shocked that Dominic Breazeale hurts Wilder or drops him or something, because dude can punch. He can punch. He's tough. Um, he does have experience, so it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be a gimme fight. If it is, then hey, salute. But I think it'll be a fun. It'll be a fun fight. Good heavyweight scrap. Definitely one to kick it with the homies, have a beer and a pizza, and just watch them go to work. It's a throwback heavyweight fight, in my opinion. So if you're new to boxing, you'll like this fight. It is on Showtime, regular Showtime, no pay per view or anything. It's on regular Showtime on Saturday, but it's gonna be a fun fight though, for however long it lasts. But whoever wins, I don't see I don't see it going to decision. I just don't see it. It could be like Wilder versus either Stavern or Joanne Duhaupas. So you'll see more of the boxing side of Deontay Wilder, I think, for this fight. So, but we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about the fight. Let me know who you think wins the fight. Like, subscribe, stay tuned. Take it easy.